The smell of caramelized onions and groundnut soup clung to Adua's starched but slightly greasy uniform, a badge of honor in her self-imposed exile. She was Adua Sewa, the 26-year-old heiress to the colossal Adipa Gold and Commodity Group, a name that commanded respect and attracted vultures across Ghana and beyond. Yet, here she was, expertly balancing 3 heavy plates of wache and fish stew at the Golden Spoon, a popular but decidedly middle-class eatery in a bustling Accra neighborhood, far from the gilded cages of cantonments. Her real life, private jets, designer cover and slits, and endless security detail, was locked away with her real name, replaced by a simple identity, Oma, the hard-working waitress. She was searching for a love untainted by her 9-figure net worth, a love that would see the kindness in her eyes before the zeros in her bank account. She had given herself 3 months. 3 months to find one man who didn't recognize her, didn't research her, and didn't care about the family name. So far, only one had piqued her interest, Kwame. Kwame wasn't flashy. He was an architect, she guessed from the blueprints he sometimes spread across his table, always ordering the simple grilled tilapia with banku every Tuesday and Friday. His clothes were modest but meticulously clean, his hands were calloused from physical work, and his dark eyes held a patient, genuine warmth. He was one of the few customers who consistently made eye contact, offering a gentle smile and a quiet, "Thank you, Oma." No demands, no condescension. Tonight, the restaurant was a blur of activity. Oma wiped down his table after he finished his meal, trying to ignore the frantic beat of her own heart. He looked up, his smile dissolving into concern as he watched her rub a smudge of palm oil from her apron. "Oma," he said, his voice a low, melodic rumble, "you look exhausted. You've been on your feet since I got here." "It's the job," she replied, forcing a cheerful lightness into her voice, a lightness she hadn't felt since she started this risky charade. "Someone has to keep Accra fed." Kwame leaned in, his expression earnest. "How about I keep you fed instead?" "Not here. There's a small place near the ocean, the lights are terrible, but they make the best kelewil and ginger beer. No fancy table service, just plastic chairs and good conversation. Would you let me take you there, Oma?" The sheer simplicity of the offer, a humble date for fried plantain and spicy ginger beer, sent a powerful surge of emotion through her. It was everything she had wished for. He wasn't trying to impress the waitress with expensive champagne or a 5-star view, he just wanted to share something local and real. "I would love that, Kwame," she whispered, her voice husky with genuine relief. Later, hidden behind the stockroom door, Adua pulled out her sleek, secure burner phone, the one that managed her real world. A frantic, coded text from her cousin, Elom, flashed on the screen. "The old man's been asking. Says you need to be back by the new year. The deal with Kofi Owusu is heating up. We need your vote." Adua sighed, the weight of her inheritance returning like a cold blanket. She quickly typed a non-committal reply. She had 4 more weeks. 4 weeks to win this beautiful, complicated man and prove that Adua Sawa, the woman, could find love, even if Oma, the waitress, had to do the hard work. She tucked the phone away, adjusted her apron, and stepped back out, feeling the thrilling, dangerous pull of her double life. She had found her candidate for true love, but the real test, the test of character and truth, was just beginning. The Kelaway spot near the ocean was everything Kwame promised: dim lighting, plastic chairs, the vibrant smell of sea air mixed with chili and ginger, and a shared feeling of absolute realness. Oma felt more like Adwa here, unburdened by the weight of expectations, simply enjoying the moment. Kwame talked passionately about architecture, about his dream of designing sustainable, beautiful homes for Accra's working families, not just the wealthy elite. His hand sketched invisible lines in the air as he spoke of durability and practical beauty. Adwa, meanwhile, talked about her waitressing job, describing the chaos of the Golden Spoon kitchen with humor, carefully omitting her extensive knowledge of commodities, mergers, and market volatility. She asked him simple, open questions, thrilled that his answers had nothing to do with her family or her money. As the night cooled, Kwame took her hand, his thumb gently tracing the slightly rough, careless skin from carrying heavy trays. "You're different, Oma," he murmured, his gaze steady. "You have a warmth that goes beyond just serving food." Adua's heart melted. This, she thought, was the genuine connection she had risked everything for. Over the next 2 weeks, their relationship blossomed rapidly, fueled by shared laughter and secret meetings away from the Golden Spoon. They visited the National Museum, debated art and history, and spent hours sitting by the Independence Arch, talking about their futures. Kwame spoke of proposing to his Oma after he landed a crucial project, a massive government residential development that would secure his financial footing for years. He was visibly pouring his soul into the bid. Adua felt a profound conflict. She knew she had to tell him the truth about Adua Sewa and the Adipe gold legacy, but every passing day made it harder, fearing the name would instantly crush the delicate flower of their love. Meanwhile, back in the Adipe Gold corporate towers, Elom, Adua's cousin and the acting CEO, watched the movements of Oma. He tracked her via a discreet, custom-built microchip Adua didn't know existed, a sinister feature hidden within the elegant wristwatch he had gifted her months ago. Elom was not just ambitious, he was consumed by envy and greed. He was furious that Adua, a woman he saw as undeserving, held the controlling vote that dictated the future of the massive company. Kwame's upcoming project, the same one Elom was working to secure for Adipa's construction division, provided the perfect tool for his machinations. Elom quickly realized that the government client, Kofi Owusu, was hesitant to give the contract to Kwame's small, independent firm. Seizing the opportunity, Elom filed a tip-off about a minor, easily fixable licensing technicality concerning Kwame designs. One evening, Adua and Kwame were sharing a quiet, candlelit dinner in his small, functional apartment. Kwame, looking stressed and defeated, showed her a formal letter on government letterhead. It was a rejection, stating that his firm was being investigated due to a licensing complication, effectively halting his bid. "I don't understand, Oma," he sighed, running a tired hand through his hair. "I followed every rule. Who would file a complaint like this against a small firm like mine, especially now, just as the bid was due?" Adua felt a chilling dread. The name Kofi Owusu, the man tied to the Adipe deal her family needed her vote for, flashed in her mind. The same Kofi Owusu who controlled the government construction contracts. Her two worlds were colliding. Just then, her burner phone, hidden deep in her bag, vibrated violently. It was Elom. The message wasn't coded this time. It was a single, devastating image, a photo of Kwame's official investigation letter, clearly taken from a different angle than the copy in Kwame's hand, indicating Elom had access to the official filing before Kwame received it. The caption beneath the photo was a viper's hiss, starkly revealing Elom's motive of envy and betrayal. "You want to play house, Adua? Fine. But every minute you waste here, I own something you love. Come home and vote, or watch your little architect crumble." The sheer depth of her cousin's malice, using the man she loved to control her business, made her heart seize with a paralyzing mix of fear and fury. The chilling message from Elom, a declaration of war fought with Kwame's future as the battleground, jolted Adua back to the reality of the Sewa dynasty. Fury replaced her paralyzing fear. She was Adua Sewa, the storm, and no envious cousin would dismantle the genuine life she had finally built. She spent the next 24 hours in a furious, precise campaign using her real power. She didn't return to the Adipe Gold Towers, knowing that direct confrontation with Elom would only lead to messy, public drama. Instead, Adwa summoned her most loyal corporate lawyer to a discreet meeting. She initiated a private, hostile takeover of Elom's stake, crippling his influence. More importantly, she used her connection to Kofi Owusu, not as the CEO, but as the principal shareholder whose massive investment portfolio underpinned Owusu's own political ambitions. She didn't overturn the rejection of Kwame Designs, she simply commanded Owusu to utilize a little-known clause in the government's procurement rules, the need for independent firms to act as primary subcontractors on mega-projects. Adwa secured the Adipe Gold deal with her vote, but with a non-negotiable condition: the residential development component must be awarded to Kwame Designs. Within hours, the rejection was converted into a formal partnership offer that guaranteed Kwame the work he needed, circumventing Elom entirely and saving the architect's dream. Her work was done. Kwame's career was safe, Elom was contained, and Adwa Sewa had fulfilled her duty. Now, she had to face Omar's love. Leaving the golden spoon for the last time, she discarded the greasy apron. She drove not back to her service flat, but to the estate, where she showered and donned an ivory silk dress, the kind that whispered of wealth without shouting it. With the Adipa diamond necklace, a symbol of the truth, clasped around her neck, she drove to Kwame's small apartment. Her hands shook on the steering wheel, but her heart was resolute. She would confess everything and lay her true self bare, trusting that the connection forged over Kelowel and dreams was stronger than any lie. She knocked, and Kwame opened the door, his eyes tired but instantly lighting up at the sight of her. "Oma, you look incredible," he breathed, stepping aside. "Kwame, we need to talk." "I haven't been honest with you," she started, her voice shaking. She looked down at her silk dress, then met his gaze. "My name isn't Oma. It's Adwa Sewa. The family that owns Adipe Gold. I'm the majority shareholder. I pretended to be a waitress to find someone like you, who didn't care about my money." Kwame listened silently, his expression shifting from surprise to a profound, gentle sadness. He walked to her, placing his hands on her bare shoulders, his touch tender. "Adwa. Oma. It doesn't matter. I know the woman I fell in love with. She's kind and fierce, and she saw me before I had any success. I truly love her." Adwa gasped, relief and joy flooding her, her goal achieved. She had found it. True, unconditional love. "But that woman I love, Oma," he continued, his voice cracking, "she deserves a stable, secure future. After that rejection letter arrived yesterday, I realized I couldn't give it to her. I couldn't risk her simple, good life on my volatile dream." He stepped back, his eyes wet with tears, revealing a woman sitting silently on his sofa, dressed in an expensive designer gown, clutching his arm. She was striking and unfamiliar. "I'm sorry, Adwa," Kwame whispered, the heartbreak sharp in his voice. "I genuinely found the true love I needed in you, but I couldn't afford to keep it. I realized I had to be practical. Last night, I asked Afia to take me back. She's the daughter of a rival developer, and she guarantees my firm's stability immediately. She's the compromise I made to escape the instability of my career. I chose security over the unpredictable, beautiful danger of you."